Hey, I'm back for another reading. This one's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to do 3 separate categories. So all categories are going to be for connections in which the masculine is involved in another karmic relationship. But I'm going to do 3 separate situations. So the first one is that in which there is no contact, no communication whatsoever between the masculine and the feminine. The second category is going to be for those who are in partial communication or partial contact. So this means that, yes, there is some contact, but they are not, experiencing like a full-blown relationship, this secret relationship. They're not back into that whole cycle. It's more of just like, okay, we're talking, but there's boundaries that are set. And they're just not completely, allowing themselves to experience the relationship as if they were a regular couple. And the third category is for those who are in full contact. They are experiencing their relationship as if they are a regular couple, but there's just still a karmic in the mix from the side of the masculine. I will timestamp. So let's see what's going on. Starting with the first category. So this is for no contact. So let's get a theme card for the masculine. What are the masculines who are no contact with their feminines? What are they currently experiencing? What are they going through? What are they learning? What is going on with them? So masculines in no contact. Zen garden, inner sanctuary. So I do feel like they're finding their inner peace, healing themselves. But I do want to take a quick look because this card has actually never come out for me before. Yeah, so they are finding this inner peace. Things might be a little bit up and down at the moment, in whether it's in their relationship or within themselves, but they are coming into this inner peace. So it's like, yeah, they're coming into this inner peace and just kind of allowing themselves to let go and to just kind of accept the situation for what it is. That's actually very similar, I think, to what we got in the last reading about them releasing resistance. So let's see, what is their general energy towards the karmic? Or towards this karmic relationship? What is their general energy towards this relationship? The Four of Swords. So yes, this actually goes right along with the first card because it's about, again, it's resting and healing. So they are healing. They are finding their inner peace. As you can see, it's good. Sorry, it's a bit dark. The lighting's not too good today. But you can see that this man in this photo is like meditating, going within. So I feel like they are really pulling back from this connection and just really going within, finding their peace within themselves. So let's see what's in their headspace. What is in their headspace? Okay, we have the root chakra. What else? What is going on with them mentally? What are these masculines thinking? Okay, well, that's a lot. Didn't expect to get so... Whoa. All right, that's too many. Sorry. I just want one more. Just one more. Okay, we got the Lovers. They are contemplating making a choice, but I feel like their root chakra, I feel like they're working on this, whether they realize it or not. They're working on their fears, their sense of security, in order to be able to make this decision. So let's see what's going on with them emotionally. How are they feeling emotionally? How are they feeling emotionally? Okay, we got the Three of Pentacles. Let's see one more. We also got the Fool and the Four of Pentacles. So they're feeling like whatever's going on with their karmic, they feel like they want there to be a collaboration with the karmic. They don't want it to be like, you know, like this huge fight, or it's as if they don't want to do something on their own without the consent, I guess, of the karmic. Not exactly consent, but they would want the karmic to see eye to eye with them. They're feeling like they're ready for this new beginning. They want a new beginning in general in their life. But I feel like they're holding back just a bit. But it's like so small, this part of them that's holding back, that it's almost insignificant. Let's see. Let's clarify their mental space. The chakra and the Lovers. What is this about? Two of Pentacles, definitely trying to make a decision about love. Ten of Cups, about what it is that they truly want. So this is them definitely trying to make a decision. So they are in this energy. They're in this energy of making a decision because they want this. Like in their headspace, what they're thinking is they already know. They already know what will give them this. I feel like it's just a little bit of fear that's making them hold back. But let's see. The Hermit. So yeah, they're turning inward. Exactly. This, just like with this first card, with the Four of Swords. They're going inwards. They're healing. They are, you know, looking within themselves for their intuition. And yeah, emotionally, they're not fulfilled right now. They are indifferent to this connection that they have with the karmic. And this is why they want a new beginning. And the Moon. So this is what's holding them back. This is clarifying the Four of Pentacles. So they're holding back a bit because they just still have a little bit of fear. It's like they have this fear of the change. I don't even really feel like it's a fear of their divine feminine anymore. I feel like it's really just a fear of this, of what it would all mean. It's like stepping into the unknown with this new beginning, with this leap of faith. All right, let's see how they are feeling about their feminine. So, what's their general energy towards the feminine? Towards their feminine that they are in no contact with. What is their general energy towards this connection? The Emperor. That pretty much says it all, doesn't it? They are really feeling like They want to be their feminine's emperor. They want to be the one for her or him. And because this is their energy right now, this is them really becoming this. So what are they thinking? So, 9 of Swords. Suffering in silence. So there's a lot of anxiety going on in their minds, in their mental space. So it feels like this this separation is not feeling too good for them right now. Let's see what else. The Tower. They definitely want to change. We will clarify, but let's just see where their heart is concerning this connection. Let's see. We've got the Hermit again. So they're really in this Hermit energy right now because for their heart space, they're in the Hermit energy towards their Karmic, but also towards the feminine. Let's see, what else? Let's get one more. The 3 of Cups. All right, so what I'm getting with this is that, yes, they are suffering in their minds. I mean, it's just a lot of anxiety, a lot of thinking is going on, possibly sleepless nights. They feel like they're really feeling, the disruption of this connection with their feminines, and this is what's causing them to be so stressed, because they feel like they are her emperor. They feel like they belong with their feminine, but emotionally right now they are going inwards still, yet they do have this reunion in their hearts, that this is what their heart actually truly desires. So we're just going to clarify this real quick. Let's see. Emperor. Five of Pentacles. So they're feeling a bit isolated. It's like they want to be this emperor. They feel like they are who their feminine belongs with. But they're definitely feeling this isolation from the feminine. They're feeling the absence of this connection. So let's see. So the 9 of Swords and the Tower is clarified by 2 kings. Losing focus. The King of Cups and the King of Wands. It's like, I want to say they're just feeling this deeply. They are becoming really aware of these thoughts. It's like they're trying to think with their heart, as well as just with their whole soul. They're thinking about what actions they want to take. They're thinking about, with this King of Wands here, they're thinking about how they can overcome these challenges, overcome this feeling of being separated, just this feeling of being involved in this whole situation, and how it is that they can, become the King of Cups. how they can have just love in their life, be with their feminine, obviously. Let's see. Let's clarify the Hermit for their emotional space. What is this Hermit here for? Nine of Swords again. It's like they're turning inwards. They're trying to just do whatever it is that they can to like console themselves, to comfort themselves. And they're, I mean, obviously emotionally, you know, they're not able to express their feelings for the feminine because they're not in contact. And so they're just going within. Examining this Nine of Swords energy, they're just really feeling this anxiety. Wow. Okay, so those of you who are not in any contact or communication, these masculines are suffering big time. Let's see, what is this Three of Cups? Whoops. All right. Strength. So they're working on their strength emotionally. They're working on their emotional strength. It's like they're gathering it up in order to be able to get this. All right, so we're just going to get one more for intentions or actions towards the karmic, and then one for the feminine, and then we're going to get some advice for the feminine in this situation. So what intentions or actions are these masculines going to take towards the karmic? We got the Sun and the Eight of Pentacles. So this is them just really being focused on finding the truth. They're focused on finding what the truth is, because they want this light in their life. They want the sunshine in their life. They want what makes them happy. And there's going to be positive movement forward in terms of actually finding this truth. Seven of Cups, choose wisely. So I do see them really coming into this energy of wanting to make this decision very soon. Let's see. What are their intentions or actions towards their feminine? Sacral chakra. They want what they want. They definitely want what they want. Okay, the Hanged Man, Three of Wands, and the High Priestess. All right, so they know what they want. They know what they're after. They're seeing things from a new perspective, but they're just still at a bit of a pause with this Hanged Man and the High Priestess. But with this Three of Wands here, it's like they are making plans. They are looking ahead for what this connection would be like, for making plans for how this connection can come to reality and can come to be. So this is actually for the near future. So this is just for the next, several weeks or so. Maybe we can clarify something. Let's see. Yeah, let's clarify this Hanged Man and High Priestess. So we got the Five of Wands and the Three of Pentacles again. You know what I'm getting with this Three of Pentacles? It's coming up twice, both for their karmic and for their feminine. The message is coming through, actually, and I know this is not the traditional meaning of the card, but I feel like this group of masculines are a bit of people pleasers almost. It's like, or they're just not confident. It's like they need approval from others before doing whatever it is that they want to do. It's like they want the approval from the karmic in order, you know, to end the relationship. They want the karmic to agree. They don't want this conflict. They don't want, you know, pettiness and, you know, just little arguments. They don't want that. It's like they want the other person to agree. And I feel like with the feminine, it's like, again, it's almost as if they're holding back because they don't have this approval or consensus yet from the karmic. That was interesting. All right, so let's get an advice card for the feminines in this situation, or a message, anything that wants to come through. Treasure Island. So this card is really about moving towards something better, moving towards what it is that you want, having your dreams come true. You are moving in that direction. This no contact is helping you. This no communication is helping the both of you, actually, because like we saw here in the beginning, the masculines are healing. So it may not have seemed so positive, you know, towards the end here with their intentions and their actions in the near future towards the feminine, but that's just because they're healing and they're moving towards making this decision, and the decision that they're making is towards the Ten of Cups. And we know that they can only have this Ten of Cups with the feminine. They cannot have this with the karmic. So in the same way, the separation at the moment is helping the feminine move towards the Treasure Island, where she's going to have everything that she wants. Everything. All right, let's get one more from the Romance Angels about this connection. Or any message that these masculines want the feminines to know. It is safe for you to love. And what I'm getting with this is, you know, because sometimes it's easy to have doubts about this connection and about where it's heading, especially when there's no communication and, you know, we have no idea what's going on with the masculine. And, you know, and we may get this feeling of wanting to give up, wanting to try to convince ourselves that this connection isn't real and that they're just never, you know, gonna come forward, that they're never gonna end the relationship with the karmic. And so we try, you know, to not love them, but that's just impossible. So with this card, it's saying it's safe for you to love your masculine because they are doing their work. They will be coming around. All right, so that's what I got for you. So we're going to move on to the second category, which is for those who are in partial communication. Sorry, just got to clean up the cards here. So for those who are in partial communication, meaning you are in contact, maybe sporadically. I mean, if it's only like once in a blue moon, then I would consider that more of a no contact. But if it's pretty much like on a somewhat regular basis, then this is your category. Even if you are meeting up in person. As long as it's not what it used to be. As long as it's not pretending like everything is okay and, you know, living out the relationship. So I actually don't think there are too many people in that category, but I was guided to do it, so I do feel like there may be some who are in one of those stages. Okay, so for category number 2, partial communication, what are these masculines dealing with? What are they currently processing, doing? Okay, we got Winter's End. Regeneration, rebirth, positive outcome. That is amazing. This is that the ending of hard times is near. They are in a process of coming out of the winter, of coming out of difficulties, of coming out of scarcity, regeneration. Yes, they are, renewing themselves. It's like a rebirth, and this is all leading to a very positive path. Wow. Let's get into it. So if you're in partial communication, you may know a few things as to what's going on with them currently with their karmic, but we're just going to take a look. So that just accidentally flew out. All right, so what is their general energy towards this relationship? Whoop. Cards are being feisty today. All right, so 3 of Swords, heartache and loss. So yeah, I feel like they are in this energy of a breakup energy. They are feeling the pain of it though. So let's see what's in their mental space. What are they thinking for this connection? What is this group of masculines thinking? What is in their mental space concerning this karmic connection? What is in their mental space? Eight of Pentacles. Let's see. Four of Wands and the Star. So we will clarify. But I'm getting the feeling that they're really focused on on this ending because of this heartache and loss of 3 of Swords here. It's like they're focused on making this as gentle as possible, as they want to do it in a way where it won't, if they have children, that it won't disrupt the family environment, that it won't disrupt the stability of this family. And I almost want to say also that they don't want it to be a disruption in their karmic partner's life either. And with this with the star here, I feel like they just really want this to be like a healed type of an ending. Like they don't want it to be with grudges and just, you know, negative energy towards one another. They really want it to be just very gentle is the word that's coming. Just gentle and safe feeling. They don't want there to be any extreme emotions. Yeah. And this is what they're focused on in their mind. Like how can they do it in a way that it will cause the least pain possible? And all right, so on their emotional space, we have the Hierophant. And I do just want to get one more. Emotional space. Okay, Four of Pentacles. So it's like, yeah, emotionally they're holding back from this connection, from this commitment. They're pulling back to themselves, away from the connection. But I also feel like emotionally they are becoming more mature, because this is for their emotional space. It's like they're gaining awareness for what their emotions are with this Hierophant here. Let's see. All right, let's clarify the mental space in general. So Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Exactly. So what I said before, they don't want there to be an extreme, you know, of emotions when this happens. They're trying to think of how they can do this in a way where nobody's going to feel left out in the cold, where everything can still feel like it's intact. No disruption of the, you know, stability of the, you know, of the family, or even in the karmic partner's, you know, emotional space. They don't want this. So that's what they're thinking. They're really trying to figure out how to do this in the most positive way possible. All right, so clarifying their emotional space, we have the Four of Swords. Yeah, they're resting. They are pulling back from this connection, and they are healing this connection, but in the sense that what I just said before, they're healing it in the way that doesn't mean that they are repairing this connection. No, but they are healing it so that they can depart in a positive way. This is actually really good for this group. All right, so let's see how they're feeling towards their feminine. So what is their energy towards the feminine? Okay, we got the Hanged Man. So it's like they're looking at the situation from a different perspective, but still keeping a bit of a distance because they are figuring out this perspective. In their mental space, we have the Empress. That would be their feminine. Let's see. And this to me is that they really are seeing their feminine as their counterpart. But they're still feeling a bit conflicted as to how they can have her with this Five of Swords here. So they do have some mental conflict going on in their heads. Let's see where they are on an emotional level. Where are they emotionally? We got the Sun. So emotionally, for their feminine, they are feeling like, yeah, This is what I want. This is what makes me happy. This is what fulfills me. This is my truth. So, let's see. You know what, actually, I don't need to clarify. This is very straightforward. They are definitely seeing this relationship. I don't know if maybe some of you have just recently started having this partial contact, or if you've been in this partial contact for a while. But I mostly feel like it is a recent event that has happened, and that this is why they are still in this energy of just kind of like seeing it from a different point of view at the moment, and that's why they're holding back. But they're definitely thinking, you know, in their minds is, yeah, this is what I want. I want my feminine. And just trying to figure out basically this Five of Swords here. This is right. I mean, this is mental space. And their mental space here for the karmic is how they are going to end things, you know, on a positive note. And this is why they're feeling conflicted with their feminines. So let's see what their intentions are. So what are their intentions, and what actions are they likely to take in the near future towards their karmic? So where's this group heading towards their karmic? What are they going to do? What are they intending or going to do? Towards their karmic. The universe. This is the World card, and this is completion of cycles. This is endings and new beginnings, new chapters. Something is going to be completed. That's what they're intending. They're intending to finish this off. Let's see, what are their intentions or actions towards their feminines in the near future? What actions are they intending to take? Towards their feminines. All right, Six of Pentacles. So, towards their feminine, what they're intending to do is to balance things out. They want to finally give their feminine what the feminine deserves. They want to be able to give her, you know, the whole thing, not just little pieces here and there, not just, you know, breadcrumbs. So this is what they're intending to do. You know what? We're going to clarify. So let's see the World card. Nine of Swords. So it's like, yeah, they are intending to do something that is going to be hard. It is going to provoke anxiety. It is going to provoke stress. All endings do, and all changes do. Six of Pentacles. Intentions towards the feminines. I'm gonna get one more. I got the Seven of Swords, and I really feel like they're intending to balance things out and to finally give her what she deserves. It's like, you know, they know they have been deceitful. They know that they haven't been treating her fairly. And that she, you know, kept getting the short end of the stick. So I feel like with this Seven of Swords, they clarifying the Six of Pentacles is that they don't want to be giving her this deceitful type of behavior or attitudes anymore. And we also got the Emperor. So this is what they want to be. Or this is actually what they're intending. With the Six of Pentacles, they are intending to be in this energy of the Emperor and make up, you know, for all of this pain that they caused her. For always like ripping her off, you know, like always giving her, you know, just a tiny piece of the cake and not the full cake with the cherry on top. So we're just going to go ahead and get some advice for the feminine, for the feminines that are in this category. So what's going on with these feminines? What do they need to know? What messages does Spirit have? Let's see. Soulmates. So this is just like, you know, confirmation that this is on the horizon. There's no twin flame card in this deck, so soulmate is, for me, it's like the twin flame card. This is just confirming, you know, the spiritual nature of this connection and that it will happen. That union will take place. So this is just more like a comfort. This isn't advice at all, actually. I feel like the feminines in this group have really been doing their work. Just going to get one more from the Romance Angel deck. Let's see. What messages do these divine feminines need to hear? Deception. But you know what I'm getting with this? And it's just... Oh, wow. Okay. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. So what I'm getting with this is that I want to say that this group, the masculines that are in this group are not really telling the feminines everything that's going on behind the scenes. This might be because they don't want to build up the hope in the feminine, just in case they end up not being able to follow through with it, just to be on the safe side, or because they feel like they have already disappointed her so many times that they don't want to, you know, rush and say something too soon or really let her know what is going on. So I feel like, you know, for those of you who are in this partial contact group and the masculine is not showing any signs of moving forward towards making a decision or towards ending this karmic relationship, I feel like they're wearing a mask. They're not telling you everything. Now, for those of you where the masculine might be actually telling you that they are separating, this may or may not apply to you, but just from the looks of the rest of the reading, I don't think it does. Maybe they're being deceitful about something else, about maybe they're just holding back, you know, their emotions a lot. Like they just feel like at this moment they're dealing with so much, they have so much going on in their mental space that they can't fully express how they're feeling towards you. But let's get just one card. One card for this subgroup is what I'm going to call it. The subgroup where the masculine is not wearing a mask, not hiding what's going on. Although I do feel like that would be a very small percentage. And if nothing wants to come out, then I'm just going to say, yeah, that's a very small percentage. I think in most cases, the masculine is not being completely transparent as to what's going on with their karmic relationship. All right, I'm going to give it one more go, and if nothing wants to come out, go. So we got very soon. So things are happening. Things are happening. And healing family issues. And I really do feel like this actually applies to everyone in this group that I tapped into. Because this is just goes back to what I was saying here with this Four of Wands. Healing family issues. They want this to be a healed type of a breakup. With no hard feelings, no grudges. Make it as soft and painless as it can possibly be. And I feel like because they came out together, this is actually happening very soon. So that was it for group 2. And now we're going to move into the final group. Which is for those who are in full contact and in full communication. So this is for those of you who are in this full contact, but the masculine has still not resolved the karmic issue, because if they had resolved the karmic issue, well then there's really no reason to see this particular video. This is for those in which the karmic situation is not resolved, meaning that the masculine has not has not made this decision. So let's see what is going on with them. What is going on for these masculines? So we got a jewel within a teardrop. Appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. So, so I really feel like these masculines, they are, it's like they are with their feminines, and it's like their feminines are like a jewel within a teardrop. It's like the light, you know, in my darkness. It's like, you know, they're going through such a hard time, and being with the feminine just, you know, makes their day so much lighter. And I feel like this time around, they are able to appreciate this connection more. And they're becoming more spiritually aware of this connection emotionally. So it may not be a negative thing that that you're in full contact right now, because, you know, sometimes there's certain cycles, you know, that we need to go through, and everybody's journey is different. And if there's a reason for there to be another cycle, well then, you know, all we can do is just learn from that. Take what it needs to give us until the next step. All right, so let's see what these masculines' current energy is towards their karmic. Three of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. It's so funny how very similar themes are coming up for all groups. I mean, they're definitely different, but It's very similar with this. This Three of Pentacles just keeps popping up, and let's see what's in their mental space. What's going on a mental level for their karmic? What are they thinking about this karmic connection? So with this Three of Pentacles, though, like I said, I think to both previous categories, it's like they want this consent from their karmic in order to make this decision. They want it to be a mutual type of a thing, a mutual decision. High Priestess. So I feel like they are keeping a bit to themselves from their karmic. It's like they're not really approaching their karmics. It's like they've pulled back and keeping a bit, yeah, to themselves. Let's see what else. Two of Pentacles. All right, so lots of like really contemplating their choice here. So this group is more focused on having to make this decision, and on it just being like they feel like it's a juggle, like it's a stress. It's a big time stress. But I do feel like they are trying to use their intuition a bit more than they previously were. Let's see, emotionally. Where are they emotionally with the karmic? What is their emotional space like? How are they feeling emotionally? Alright, we got the Ace of Cups, and it's funny because I don't read reversals, but it did land reversed. And this exact same thing happened in the previous reading, actually. So we're just gonna get one more. Solar plexus. All right, we're gonna clarify, but I am getting the same message coming through that I did in the previous reading, that this is just like I said here, it's like, you know, like they want the consent of the karmics. It's like they want it to be a mutual decision. Like they just don't want it to be painful for anybody, and that's why they're feeling this. It's like they want a new type of love with the karmic, but this new type of love is not going to be the romantic love. And I do get the sense that that they feel like this might actually be possible. So let's see, I actually want to clarify. I just want to clarify this. The Ace of Cups with the solar plexus. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. So definitely not romantic. They are holding back emotionally. They're holding back emotionally. They just want things to be, you know, they want this, it's like they want this breakup to be a breakup of love, if that makes any sense. They want it to be compassionate. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. A new type of setup in the physical material world with this person. It's like if they have a family, it's like they just want this new love with the karmic to be pretty much based just on practical things. You know, just whatever relationship they're going to have, it's mostly going to be, you know, for financial reasons or practical issues. If they don't have a family, well, then this could be that they want to resolve whatever finances they may have that are, you know, complicated between them. They want it to be done in a way that will be calm and, you know, basically with love. They just, like I said in the previous groups, they just don't want grudges and negativity. And, you know, this is actually such a positive thing because, you know, being a divine masculine on this journey, you know, being in this energy of love towards everyone and not wanting negative emotions, not wanting grudges. I mean, that's amazing. That means that they are on the right path spiritually moving forward, which helps ultimately this connection. All right, so let's see how they are feeling towards their feminine. So let's get their general energy towards their feminine. What's going on with them and their feminine? Whoa, that was a lot. So we got the Chariot, the Fool, and the Heart Chakra. So it's like, yeah, their energy is like go, go, go. Like they just want this feminine so bad. They are wanting this new beginning. I mean, their heart chakra is here. Let's see, what are they? Oops. What are they thinking? We got Justice. So funny. We got a very similar card in the previous group too. So this just kind of like confirms that, you know, the collective is the collective. Regardless of these different categories, it's like, you know, in the big picture though, they're more similar than you would think. So it's like, yeah, they're thinking about how they can bring this to balance. They want to be just. They want to do what's right. They want things to be fair. They don't want to be, you know, dragging the feminine along and, you know, having her be the third party in this situation. They don't want that. They're thinking about how they can bring justice and balance to this situation. What else? It just seems like with their karmic right now, they're still in a bit of this mental conflict with the Two of Swords that we had for their general energy. And I really feel like it's because they just don't feel like their karmic is really supporting this as much as they would want them to. And this is why they feel like with this Two of Pentacles here, because we have two twos. Well, actually, we have three twos for their karmic. We have the Two of Swords, the High Priestess, which is also a 2, and the Two of Pentacles. So that's really about, you know, trying to decide which way to go, you know, option 1 or option 2. Trying to make a decision. So here we also got the Moon. So it's like, they're feeling this like really strong energy to move towards the feminine, which they already are if you're in contact, but they they want to balance things out, but they're still in their mental space. They're still just a bit confused, or they just have a little bit of fear. We will clarify that, but let's see what's going on with them emotionally towards their feminine. All right, 4 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles, which in this deck I consider it to be also the 10 of Pentacles, material harvest. So emotionally, it's like they're holding back a bit. They probably just don't feel, too comfortable letting themselves, you know, go completely and fully towards the feminine. They're probably holding back in a way where it's like, you know, it's not like how it was back in the day, you know, when things had first started out. It's like they just don't feel like it's right for them to just fully open their heart, because, well, they're still with the karmic, and they know that, you know, that just, it almost seems like it's like a two-faced type of thing to do. But they are feeling like their feminine is what will give them their harvest. She is their harvest. So let's see what we're going to clarify. We are going to clarify this moon. What are these fears about? All right, so we got the Hierophant, the Nine of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. So they want to bring justice. They want to do the right thing. But what they're scared of is, they're scared of ending this commitment with the karmic, of what it might do. So they know what the right thing to do is, but they're scared of basically leaving the karmic out in the cold with this Hierophant here. This is the commitment to the karmic. They're scared of this because they don't want to cause more anxiety and stress. They don't want to cause more sleepless nights, more torturous energy. They just don't want that for anybody involved. They don't want that for the feminine. They don't want that for themselves. They don't want that for the karmic either. And this is the fear, right, with this moon card, shadow. This is what's going on in their headspace, keeping them back from being able to complete this right now. But the fact that it is in their headspace, though, is actually a very positive thing, because they are working on it. They are working on it. They are thinking about it. So let's let's move on and see what their intentions are towards the karmic. What are they intending to do in the near future? Or what actions are they likely to take towards the karmic? All right, we got third eye chakra and the Nine of Swords again. And I swear, this Nine of Swords has been coming up for all groups, pretty much. Maybe it didn't come up in one group, but I'm pretty sure it came up for the other two as well. Yeah, they're intending to pretty much follow their intuition and do what they have to do, even though they know that it will cause this suffering. It's like they are intending to bring this on because of this third eye chakra. We'll see. We are going to clarify, though. So let's just see, what are their intentions they're likely to do towards the feminine. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, this new beginning in the physical world. Let's see what else. Wow, that is, I swear, it's crazy how many similar cards are coming out. All right, so We also got the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords. So they are intending on having this new beginning with the feminine, but it's like it's like they're still being a little bit deceptive as to what is actually going on. I feel like they're not taking their mask off yet. And if you see in this photo, this guy is lifting the mask, but he's still wearing it. It's like he's unsure of whether he wants to take it off or not completely, to show what's really going on, what he's really thinking, what he's really feeling. So I don't feel like like the masculines are deceiving, you know, the feminines in a very negative way. I just feel like they're still just not sharing the full truth of what's going on, and we'll see, because we're going to clarify what's going on with the karmic as well. And then for this card, Five of Swords, it's like they're going to try. They're going to try to take, you know, some sort of I mean, they're already with their feminines in this case. So I really feel like the action is that they're just really going to, you know, put up this fight. They're just still in this conflicted energy as to what to do. So let's see, what is this? Nine of Swords here. We got the Empress. Just gonna get one more because a message is coming through, but let's see. Okay, I see what's going on. I feel like because the masculines, they're beginning to see who their Empress really is. Their actions or their intentions towards their karmic is one of suffering, one of anxiety, one of stress. I feel like they are going to be engaging a little bit in some conflict with the karmic, and this is because of the energy that they're getting from their you know, from their feelings towards their feminine, and this is making them be just a little bit, you know, just more and more uncomfortable in this karmic situation. And with this Wheel of Fortune here, I do feel like, yes, this is an ending of karmic cycles, and this could very well be what they are intending to do. But I do feel like for some of them, it's like they're going to keep this a little bit to themselves. It's like they're going to be feeling this way towards the karmic, but they're just not going to really, they're not really going to make it so evident to the karmic. It's almost as if some of them, yeah, they're still going to be keeping this a bit of a secret, still not pushing for the separation. But there will be conflict between them. And it's like as if they're going to be waiting, you know, for a wheel to turn. It's like they're waiting for this opportunity. They're waiting for some sort of a push from the divine, which will, you know, ultimately push them to take that final step. So in both of these little subgroups that I just referred to, they are both heading towards the ending of this karmic cycle. It's just in a different way. There's just two different ways that they're going about it. So let's see, what is this towards the feminine? Ace of Pentacles. What is this Ace of Pentacles? Did not want 3, but... So we got High Priestess, Strength, and the Queen of Pentacles. So what I get with this is that, yeah, they are... in the near future, they're just coming into this, you know, energy of pushing for things to happen in the physical world. It's like, yeah, they want this feminine to be their Queen of Pentacles, to be the wife figure, regardless of whether they get married or not, just to be the wife figure, to be their physical partner, not just this secret partner. And it's like, yeah, like they're gaining the strength. Oops, wrong card. The strength to do that. They're mustering that up and just really going with their intuition. They're going with their intuition. I mean, they might still be holding back a little bit, kind of keeping it to themselves, like I said before, that they're not really fully expressing everything. Yeah, with this Seven of Swords here, they're not being completely honest about this, but this is what they are moving towards. So let's see, let's just get a deeper look at what the Seven of Swords is about. Yeah, the Two of Wands. So it's like, yeah, they're not being completely honest about what it is that they are, you know, thinking about doing, what they're planning about this. I mean, it's another 2. Choices, decisions. They're not being honest about this. King of Swords. Wow. Wow. So I feel like they are making this decision. They are becoming decisive. They're just not being transparent about it. And let's just see this Five of Swords. The Emperor. Exactly. Like I said, it's like they're putting up this fight. They're fighting for this as the Emperor. It's like exactly with the Strength card here and the King of Swords and the Emperor. This is what they're moving towards for their feminine. So, all right, we're gonna just get one advice card or a message for the feminines that are in this group. And we got happy. So this card is about just really focusing on the positives in your life and just really focusing on raising your vibration. Work on you. Focus on the things that make you happy in your life. Try not to let, you know, whatever is going on here, you know, this deception, this, you know, them not being completely open about everything. Don't let that, you know, bring you down. Just focus on you and on staying in this higher vibration, because ultimately that is what's going to help the masculines to raise their vibration as well, and for them to move forward into making this decision finally. So let's just get one more from the Romance Angels. We'll just take the first one. Make the effort. So, to me, this is just definitely, it says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So I really feel like this is saying, you know, make the effort to be in this high vibration, to be happy. Follow your intuition, follow your gut feeling. That is making an effort for the relationship, because there's really not much else you can do at this point. So just follow your intuition, you know, tap into your inner wisdom and let it guide you towards your own happiness, and let the rest unfold. Just release it and let it happen on its own. So that's what I got for you. I hope this was helpful, and let me know if it resonated. Please like and subscribe if this did resonate, or if you did find this helpful, and thank you so much.